Turn it up, lock it in, and get ready. You are now tuned in to the Parley Podcast, where the sermon ends and we begin, because somebody had to say it. Bringing real conversation, faith, culture, wisdom, and truth to the table. Hosted by Pastor Josh and Lady J. So pull up, lean in, and let's talk about it. This is the Parley Podcast. Let's parlay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome
Good morning.
to the Parley Podcast of GPCC Radio.
From me.
Oh yeah, it's morning.
Did you hear it?
Yep. So we're back.
Season 2. Jinx, you owe me a soda.
No. We don't do sodas in this season.
I do
do
Fresca.
water.
No, I do
We do
Fresca.
water in this season.
Fresca is good.
But no, welcome back to GPCC Radio.
Which is now called...
The Parley Podcast.
Look, it's my Vanna White.
I'm excited for the Parley Podcast because we've got some really good things on the roadmap for season 2.
We back, baby. Season 2, we back and we better than ever. We've missed you guys. We apologize for us being on sabbatical. There was a lot going on last month. We celebrated 13 years at GracePointe Community Church. There'll be an applause for that, right? Okay,
of course.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely shout out to GPCC. Listen, God is doing such amazing things in so many directions to where sometimes it's hard for us to, hop back on the wagon and keep going. But thankfully, God is good and he is gracious and he is able to give us the time to do this because we have seen a change in Parley Podcast since last year.
Yeah.
It's been a whole year.
Yeah, it's been
since
a year.
we started.
And you guys have showed up and showed out.
Completely. It's been absolutely amazing. But we're no longer called GPCC Radio.
See, never got
You
it right.
looked
Never
at
got it
me.
right.
You
Never
looked
got
at
it
me.
right.
It is GPCC Radio morning show. Anyways, this is why
GPCC
we've
morning
changed
show.
it to the
GPCC morning show.
But this is why we've changed it to the Parley Podcast because it's short, it's simple, and it's to the point, and it's easier for me to say.
All
but
right.
let's go ahead and get into it.
So let's get into this topic.
Who are we?
I don't know.
I'm Lady J.
And I'm Pastor Josh. Let's get into this topic today. So the topic that I actually want to get into today is really, really simple, but at the same time, I feel like it's overlooked, if that makes sense. Like, we fight the world. Mm-hmm. We fight the world on our daily. We fight the world at our jobs. We fight the world wherever we go, right? But the issue that we face, and this is really big, the issue that we face is we never have peace in our home. Like, we fight everybody and then come home and the spouse has like a huge list of what you need to do. They need their
honey-do list.
They need everything
call
that you weren't able to provide while you were gone. And now you have to fight them instead of creating a peace in the home. And this was a topic that was sent to us by one of our viewers. So big shout out to one of our viewers. Let's think about it. Like, we plan for vacations. We plan for hotels. We plan for evenings. We plan for date nights. But we never plan for the atmosphere of the house. How do you plan for the atmosphere of the house? Like, this is one of the things that I've stated for us, really, and it's ironic how he sent this, but peace over everything in 2026. Peace over everything in 2026. You need to write this down. Peace over everything in 2026.
I like it.
So
that's really nice.
So what do you think about peace being over everything,
Sometimes I feel like it's not the person that you're married to that you're battling. I think it's just life itself. And sometimes we know life be lifing, so it hits really, really hard. But sometimes in a marriage, you have to have, like we've said a million times, that separation.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing something or you're going to work or I'm going to work and baby girl's at school or whatnot, and we're both flustered because we're so bombarded with work and stuff. It's like you have to have that separation. Like what's at work stays at work.
Yeah.
You could talk about your day, but I feel like it should be brief. Not saying that you're leaving anything out, but just to keep the peace. You know what I'm saying? Like what happens within the first 15 minutes after you get off of work?
Yeah.
You're trying to find a peace so that you can take it inside of your home and be at peace with that and know that all is well. Know that everything is okay. Because sometimes at work, I know for us as human beings who work a 9 to 5, who work in an office, cubicles, whatever the case may be, there's always work drama. Like always work drama. And even if we don't tap into it or engage in it, it still sometimes tries to latch on to us, which is so important. Why you should definitely pray before you start your day, because prayer changes things and it helps you get through whatever's trying to attack you. It helps you get through what's trying to frustrate you or stress you out and stuff like that. And on top of that, that's where the peace comes. Yeah. In my opinion, that's where peace that surpasses all understanding. It's very important because within the 15 minutes before you go in the house, you could have that peace all day and it could just be that very last thing where your boss is like, hey, I need you to stay 15 more minutes to do this. And you're just like, I got to go home and cook. I got to do this. I got to do that. Then you're sitting in traffic and people drive crazy out here in Georgia. So that stresses you out. But then you sit in the car, you sit in the driveway, you sit in the parking lot, wherever it is, to basically inhale and exhale.
Remember the tag office?
Yes.
Okay. So this was a story we had just moved into our apartment. I had got the tag office. And so the tag office was a job that I hated. I hated the tag office because you had to talk to people about their issues and they would blame you for their issues when all you're doing is just doing your job. So it got to the point to where I was taking it out on you. Whenever I would come home, you would ask me about things, ask me about my day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would just go to the room and just close the door and not talk to you for the rest of the day. And it wasn't creating a peace in the house at all. It's like you felt more distant from me when I worked at the TOG office than our entire relationship. And that's something that I couldn't see. I couldn't see that because all I was doing was fighting a whole bunch of people, fighting for attention from the bosses so I could elevate, fighting for a specific stature so that way we could keep the apartment.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it wasn't until you said, quit the job, that I was like, you sure? Because I don't know. And you were like, you don't need it. You don't need it. There's so many other things that you have going on. You don't need this.
It was stressing you out. And I feel like sometimes when we have multiple talents and multiple gifts and multiple jobs and hats to wear daily, we try to pile on more stuff when God is like, you have more than enough. You need to work with what you have and let me continue to do the work for you. Yeah. And in the midst of that, just give me glory through it all and I'll take care of the rest. Sometimes we feel like it's not enough when God is saying it's more than enough.
Right.
You're more than enough. You know,
right.
And in that situation, I feel that was the time that God was speaking to me to say to you, like, you are more than enough. You don't need this job.
Right.
You were just trying to help make more ends meet so we can get our apartment and we can be on our own and we can have that peace, you know?
Right.
At the time, it was early stage in marriage, newlywed stage.
Yeah.
So we were still trying to figure it out.
I felt like it was more of a stigma, though. Like, if you think about the stigma of what marriage is, like, man's supposed to provide. It don't matter if the world is on him. It don't matter. I still got to provide. I still got to do what I'm called to do, which is get the bacon, bring home the bacon. Yeah. Even though I like steak, I don't know why they call it bacon. Just get the bacon, you know what I'm saying? And so I just feel as though that freed me. Like, I don't think you understand how much that freed me.
Wow.
Because it was like, I don't care what the stature is. I care about your well-being. And that's what's more important.
Yeah.
Understanding the freedom of releasing your partner to feel safe at home. That created a safe space at home. And so we need to talk about like the first 15 minutes of the day.
Can I say something really quickly?
Yeah.
I feel like in that moment within our marriage, that was a step in and speak out moment.
Okay.
Meaning, like, I'm stepping in, I'm interceding for you right now. I'm stepping into I'm stepping into your shoes right now, and I'm speaking out about it because I've held it in for a moment. I thought that it would be okay, but I see that you're not okay. And if you're not okay, then I'm not okay, because
Right.
we're a team. And the closer and deeper and longer of years of marriage, the more that I get to know you, the more that I get more understanding of who you are as a person, you know, what makes you upset, what makes you not upset, you know, certain things like that. But
Right.
I feel like as a married couple or in a relationship altogether, you should definitely step in and speak out, because if you don't, it can hinder you and it can become toxic. But I just wanted to say that.
That's great. So, first 15 minutes of the day. I feel like this is very crucial, and it's not necessarily the first 15 minutes of your day. The first 15 minutes that you step into the house is important, because it sets the precedence of how you are for the rest of the evening. If you come in toxic, your whole entire evening is going to be toxic. If you come in happy, your entire evening is going to be happy. And that's the precedence that we want to set when it comes to creating peace in the home. Like, there's this thing that I do, and I don't know if you notice this, but I take about like 5 to 10 minutes to transition in the car. I can't just go from one place to the other. And you got to think about it. If you're in Georgia, or if you're in a place with a whole lot of traffic, there are different places that you have to go to. You have to go to work. That's one place. But then traffic is another place.
Yeah.
So you're transitioned from one place to another place. And then you have to transition to a third place, which would be your house. So at that instance, you need to be like, okay, wait a minute, let's pause. I need to figure out how to decompress before I talk to my spouse. Because I don't want this energy that I have to go on her in the household.
All right.
Because number one, if you have kids or if you have a child, they didn't ask for that energy. They didn't ask for that energy at all. All they asked for was for dad to come home. All they asked for was for dad to play with me. And I can't bring that stress on them. So I need that time to decompress, you know? So can you talk about a personal story about how you set the temperature when you walked in?
That's a good one. How I set the temperature in the household when I walked in. I can definitely testify to that, because I used to work in an office, you know, the office job I had. And it was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people. But then I noticed that there was so much work drama. Even though I didn't want to be part of it, it was like it was brought to me, because where my cubicle was, there the people were, there the drama was. So it's just like they're talking amongst themselves.
Yeah.
But it's like you're kind of talking to me too, because you're standing by my cubicle. So I hear everything that you're saying. And, you know, at the time at the office, I would always have a moment, honestly, to pray, be like, God, just block my ears from what they're talking about. I don't want to hear it. Just put a shield, you know. And then sometimes they would ask for my opinion or whatever the case may be, and I'm just like, well, I don't know who Susan is. I don't know what she did. But nonetheless, after I clocked out, I felt like a pressure to where I'm just like, well, what if Susan did say that? Although I don't know Susan, I know what she
Right.
looks like. She's 3 cubicles away from me. But what if, like, it's
So
like
you're
it kind of creeped
encouraged.
in.
You're encouraged
Yeah.
to be. It's kind
Yeah.
of like peer pressure. You're
Exactly.
encouraged to
And
be
so
in that.
the whole time on the way home, if I'm not on the phone with you, I'm just sitting there pondering and my mind's going and I'm dealing with traffic. So I'm in that second stage or that second office traffic, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, now I'm like, okay, what am I gonna make for dinner? What are they gonna eat? Do I gotta go to the store? Like all this stuff. And it can be really, really chaotic in the mind to where I get home, I sit in the driveway, and you've noticed this before. I called you and Janae was home and she was excited to see me because she was out of school and all this other stuff. And she was ready to play or tell me about her day and stuff. And you could just see on my face, I'm like, and remember that one time I was like, I need a minute.
Yeah.
I need a minute because I'm trying to process like, okay, I just got through all this traffic. I'm finally home. What am I going to make for dinner? I got to get Bug ready for bed, ready for school the next morning. I got to pick out her outfit, which, I have a whole situation with that, a system, which is great. But nonetheless, I had to really sit there and be like, okay, I don't want to tell him about this because it's drama and I know it's just going to be contaminated to him and I don't want to contaminate him and I don't want to contaminate the house, and so I literally had to sit there and just be like, all right, everything that I've had at the job, I'm leaving there.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring it in this household. It's already chaotic as is because I already have stuff to do outside of work, so I literally had to be like, all right, God, what do I do next? It wasn't like that all the time, but I would just sit there and be like, okay, take a breather, reset, put your happy face on for your daughter so she knows that nothing's wrong with you. Kind of put that
It's decompression.
Yeah.
It's decompression.
It
you have
is.
to decompress. You have to decompress from
Shield, that's the word.
Yeah, you have to decompress from what you've experienced, what you went through.
Yeah.
I believe there's a scripture, Proverbs 24, 3-4. It says, by wisdom, a house is built, and through understanding is established. Like, we have to create an understanding in the household. Between ourselves. We have to basically say, hey, how was your day? Really? Because we can say, how was your day? Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's great. No, we really have to understand what our day was like.
Yeah.
And how we can navigate that.
Yeah.
How we can go through that in an effective way.
Yeah.
So
I also think that we need to be mindful when we unload. Because it can be, oh, okay, I'm telling you all this stuff, but to the other person, it's just like they hear you.
It
but
can
at
be
the
a trash
same,
can. Like, you
that's what
think
I'm
about
saying.
a trash can,
right?
Like when your trash can is empty, it can take anything.
Exactly.
Literally anything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take but one person to offload.
Yeah.
For that trash can to be full.
Exactly.
And when it's full, you can't put a lid on it.
Exactly.
You have no choice but to explode.
Right.
Spiritually, something that wasn't even designed for you.
Exactly.
Because you took on somebody else's load.
Right.
So I feel like there are a lot of people who will overload their spouse and not realize that they're overloading it just because, and the phrase, and you do this a lot, I just got to get it out. And sometimes it's like, I'm not prepared for what you're getting out.
Right.
Like, I understand you have to get it out.
Yeah.
But I'm not prepared in any mental capacity.
Right.
And it goes to basically like what God has for you, it is for you.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. Like, we say that all the time when it comes to blessings. But sometimes it's more than just blessings.
That's right.
Sometimes it has to do with what your mental capacity is for you, is for you. What your spiritual capacity is for you. That doesn't mean it's designed for me.
That's right. It's like, what do you do when you're over capacity in the mind?
Exactly.
Do you give it to your spouse? Do you give it to your friends? Or do you give it to God?
And then when we give it to our spouse, we walk away clear as day.
But we don't know what they're feeling.
I'm cool. And now your spouse is sitting over there like,
because they just took your load, which is crazy. Because like, okay, well, what do I do about that? Well, how do I tell this? How do I tell him? How do I tell her?
Which is crazy, because that's why spouses like to fight for other spouses.
Wow.
Like, you've just told me your entire day, and now I'm willing to fight the person as a protective instinct based off of what you're saying.
Right.
Which is why sometimes you have to be careful about how you say something and how you do stuff. Like, whenever, like, this is an example, whenever you would tell me about your friends, I'm willing to fight your friends at this point. You don't need them, because now I'm in a state where I have to protect my home. I have to protect the peace in my home. You're not feeling peace when you go out to them. You don't need them. When I have to realize it's not necessarily a fight or flight situation. Sometimes it's just you talking. Yeah. But then now I need to decompress from you talking.
Yeah. It all depends on how your spouse will handle it. There's also a word that I found that's in the Bible, Matthew 12:25. It says, Jesus knew their thoughts and said to them, every kingdom divided against itself will be ruined, and every city or household divided against itself will not stand. That also goes back to making sure that your household is standing on solid ground, solid foundation in everything, not just
in everything that you do. Everything that you do. Like, your household has to stand firm. Like, if you think about, like, I'm gonna go a little bit further. Matthew 11:28, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. I will give you rest. So basically meaning that in order to get rest, you have to be filled back up. So I'm gonna pedal back for a little bit. Like, if I don't fill myself up before I get home, I'm giving you empty fumes. And there's only so much that you can take on the empty fumes. Because that's just the thing. That's just the thing that we do. Like, your home needs spiritual atmosphere, not just furniture. A spiritual atmosphere, an atmosphere that basically creates spiritual peace. This is why you get relationships that you look and you see, I don't understand how that works. You'll see one person who looks beautiful, 10 out of 10. And then you'll see another person who looks maybe a 3 or 4. Not necessarily ugly, but like, how did you land that? It's because of the peace that they bring to the table. Like, you can have somebody who makes a whole lot of money and somebody who doesn't make anything, but because they create peace in the home, it works. Or you could have a husband who doesn't work, but a wife who pays everything. But because he creates peace in the home, it works. It works.
That's that balance. That's the balance.
So we're gonna talk about like 3 steps that you need to create peace, because I know we're doing a lot of talking, but we need to do practical application.
Okay, Pastor.
So step number 1, we need to clarify what peace looks like out loud. Clarify what peace looks like out loud. Basically meaning you can't build something you can't describe. You can't build your house when you can't describe what your house looks like. That's why Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain so that they may see your good work. Not just them, your spouse, your team. True. How am I supposed to give you a vision for what the household looks like if you can't even see it? You have to be able to communicate vision. We have to be able to communicate with each other what's going on.
Yep.
So here it is, step number 2. We need to create a decompression ritual.
Elaborate on that.
So decompression ritual, like basically what I said, when you come home, take a few seconds and chill. Whether it be in the bathroom, whether it be in a room. Like I've heard people come in and be like, hey, I just need 5 minutes. And then they go in their room for 5 minutes and then they come out and they're ready to.
That Bluey episode.
Ready to do what they need to do, or sit in the car for 10 minutes. don't ask your spouse for anything for at least 15 minutes when they come home.
That's good.
At least 15 minutes, because we do this. Hey, you're home. That's great. I need the laundry done. I need this done. I need this done. And you're like, yo, I just walked through the door. No, happy. I'm happy to see you. No, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like we want to put them in the list because now we need them. And it's like the whole world's needed me. I just need to be like if there's a way that we can have to where the husband comes home and he just lays on his wife's lap for like 5 to 10 minutes and just decompress. You don't even have to say anything, or not even on the lap. If we just like sit side by side and we just chill for a bit, like that's why I'm so keen on the split fiction game and the It Takes Two games, or even having a 2 desk setup where both of us are sitting at each other's desk and we just take 10 minutes. Whether it be playing a game, whether it be playing anything, to where we're not talking about responsibility.
Enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it can get so chaotic to where you feel like the only time you can enjoy each other's company is when you're about to go to sleep.
Facts.
Which is so crazy.
Facts. And then even by then, you're tired.
I feel like
you're tired. Like, I'm trying to go to bed. What are you telling me all this stuff
That's
for?
usually me sometimes. I'll admit to that, because I'll be like, after it's all said and done, after baby girl's put to sleep and sleeping or whatever, and we finally have like a moment of peace and silence and there's nothing crazy going on, it's like, I'll look at you, I'll be like, so, and you're just like bracing for impact. Because
it's
just
like word vomit.
Where is this coming from? You could have told me this earlier. But then it's like,
you had all day.
But I guess it's like sometimes with our spouse, we try to figure out the perfect time to tell your spouse about your day, to tell your spouse about, what's going on or what you're thinking about and stuff like that. And then sometimes even with the 20 minutes of silence, it can happen, but sometimes we still try to sneak in a to-do list, or try to sneak in, like, we'll give like a hug or a kiss to them, or and
but I really need this done. So
I'm like, hey, how was your day? Okay, yeah. Give like 10 minutes of a conversation. Like, next thing you know,
so the trash is due.
It's like, did you take the trash out? It's due tomorrow. We got to take it out. Did Bug eat? Like, I'm just speaking for myself because this is how I am. But it's a learning experience.
Sit down for 10 minutes. Great, you got your piece.
I
Great.
Don't acknowledge you.
The trash is due. Go ahead and take that out. On top of that, don't forget.
It's because it's what I see when I walk in the house.
You have stuff on your desk. You need to clean that off. Oh, and as well as that, don't forget to pick up your shoes. Don't forget to do this.
Okay.
It's like, yo.
Okay, woman moment. So I feel like as a mother, as a woman, as a wife, if it's not even done when we want it done, it's just the surprises that we come home to. Like trash being, like, Bug will eat, but her dishes aren't in the sink. Or you and Bug will get takeout.
But I feel
and then
like
there's food everywhere.
And this is a side note.
And then
I
don't say anything, and I'll just start cleaning up.
But I feel like as spouses, we need to take the win.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you said, yes, Bug's food, where the dishes were out, but she ate.
Yeah.
That's the win.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about getting her food.
That's
so true.
the
win. Here it is. Another one. Bug's clothes, dirty clothes are on the floor, but she got changed.
Yeah.
That's the win.
Yeah.
Okay. Or maybe I go to the bathroom. Oh, Lord, the rag is... But he washed her face. Mm-hmm. That's the win. Like, we have to take small wins and accept the wins for what they are. Yes, we might have to do extra work, but take the wins for what they are. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's more gratitude for what your spouse is doing in that season.
That's true.
Versus it's never enough. It's never enough. Like if I do it, it's not enough. And if I don't do it, it's not enough. And so now I don't feel that peace in the home because whatever I do, it's not enough.
I think that's why most men are like, she's always nagging me and I can't get a minute to just sit down.
Because
and
it's delayed gratification. Like you're not satisfied.
Until it's done.
Even after it's done, you're still not satisfied because it's not the way you would do it. You have to accept it for what it is.
That's
like, I
true.
accept you for who you are.
Yeah.
Basically meaning, if I tell you to play a game, I have to realize you're not going to play it like how I'm going to play it.
We'll talk about it later, but
you're not going to play it like how I'm going
Yeah.
to play it. But I have to accept, okay, this is how she plays. I can give her tips. I can give her hints.
Yeah.
But this is how she's going to do it. And I have to accept this is how it's going to be up to par. This is what I would like.
Right.
Can you reach that? That's all we have to do. That's where we have to get understanding.
Yeah.
And really understand where we're all coming from. You know? So step number 3, because I know we went off. Redesign one space together. Redesign a space. We always redesign spaces, and I know you get mad at me for doing this. My stream space, I will be satisfied with it for literally like a month and a half, and then I'm ready to switch it around.
2 tops. I've realized it's 2 tops.
2?
About 2 months.
2 is the max?
Because think about it. June, July, we're in August.
No? Yeah.
Well, no. Back up May and June, because it was before we went out of town.
Yeah.
And then around towards the beginning of July is when you reorganized all over again. I was like, but it was fine. But okay.
Because I have to create a sense of where it's not cluttered to me.
I can
That's where
understand
my
that.
peace-
Yeah.
Now, imagine if we created a place of peace together that was peaceful for you, peaceful for me.
Yeah.
So that way, if we feel cluttered, we can go to that place for 10 to 15 minutes and reconnect. And reconnect. However you want to reconnect. Because it don't have to be. It don't
Everybody
have to
has
be,
their ways of doing it. It could be, I don't know. A lot of people love to eat. I know we do, but
it could be happy time. Whatever you guys want to do.
Whatever it
to
is.
reconnect. Like, it's important that you guys have a time to create your peace. Regardless of the kids, regardless of work, regardless of bills, you have to make the situation great for you.
absolutely.
You know? So
I would say the home is the first ministry.
all day, every day.
Like,
All day, every day. Your home
That is
your ministry.
It is. It is. It is.
Okay. We're too deep. We're too deep.
Are we? Okay.
Your home means your home is your church. Your home is your church.
Break it down, Pastor.
As well as your husband, wives, is your pastor. I'm going to say that again. Your husband is your pastor. And I say this all the time, don't bring me as a pastor home because I'm not your pastor. Your husband is your pastor. I'm your pastor when you come to GracePointe. That's it. After that, your husband is your pastor. That's who you have to adhere to. That's who you have to listen to. That's who you have to serve. The Bible says that wives are supposed to serve their husbands, and husbands are supposed to serve their wives equally. Equally. This ain't I'm the leader, so you got to serve me. No. I got to serve her too.
That's right.
I have to make sure she's okay at the same time. So that's really crucial for the body of Christ to actually realize what their place is at home. The priorities should always be God, home, church.
And
Priorities should
home
always
is
be that.
family.
Home is family. So God first, then family, Then church. Church is a building, y'all.
Talk about it.
Church is a building, y'all. It is not God. Church has nothing to do with God. Church is a building, an edifice, a place for people to gather together. It has nothing to do with God.
God is in the church.
God is in the church because that's the place of where he dwells.
That's his temple.
He is omniscient, so he dwells within you. You just have to talk to him. If there was anything that we said that really hit home, let us know in the comment section. If you want to flag me, go ahead and flag me. It's all right.
Why would you say that?
Go and flag me. It's
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
Email us at gpccradiostation@gmail.com. That's gpccradiostation@gmail.com.
Listen, like, comment, and share. Tag. All the above. Do it because this stuff is really good. And we are spreading the word of God the way that he's assigned us to do it. We're
Right.
just the disciples.
Like, we're not doing this
We're
for
not
likes.
we're not doing this for likes.
We're not doing
Although
this
we're
for
saying
likes.
subscribe and like,
Yeah.
we want you to be part of it, but there's no pressure. We're
There's
really
no
not
pressure.
pressuring
We're not
you.
doing this for likes. We're not doing this for
doing this
money
for the
or anything.
Lord.
We're doing this for ministry. This is our ministry. To helping couples.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's so many couples out there that don't really get the understanding. The church gathers them, say you need to get married, and then they drop them like hot potatoes, and there's no guidance or
Some do,
advice
not all,
or
but
anything
Yeah.
to help them through when things go through. So I feel like this is a way that we can bridge the gap here and help ministries.
And if you have any questions, like you were saying, if you have any questions, definitely email us. Email us at dcradiostation@gmail.com. And
Also,
we read it all. And we mention it. We can keep you anonymous if you want to remain anonymous. But listen, we want to hear from you too. This is not just words. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you got to say.
Now, also, we do have, we're on podcast everywhere. So we're on Spotify.
Parlays everywhere.
We're also on Apple. We're also on the RSS feed.
Spotify.
So if you missed an episode, you can always go back to Parley Podcast.
Yeah.
Just type in the Parley Podcast, and it's on all platforms.
It is. And listen, remember, God first in all that you do. God first.
Reset, reinvest. Reset, reinvest, and remember why God put you guys together.
Until next time. What are we talking about? Me time on the parlay?
Oh, yeah.
Me time, we time, and why both matter.
Yes. This is going to be great. Because some of us are together 24/7, but we still feel alone. We still feel by ourselves. So we're going to talk about that.
Stay tuned.
We love you guys. Peace.
Be blessed.